Hello students, welcome for today's session on basic text markup. Today we are going to study block quotations. Sometimes we want a block of text to be set off from the normal flow of text in a document. In many cases, such a block is a long quotation. The block quote tag is designed for this situation. Browser designers are allowed to determine how the content of block quote can be made to look different from the surrounding text. However, in most cases, the block of text simply is indented on both sides. We can see in the slide we have used the block quote tag to describe a quote. 7 years ago, our fathers brought forth on this continent a new nation conceived in liberty. And we have also used a simple paragraph tag. Abraham Lincoln is generally regarded as one of the greatest presidents of the United States. We have used both these things so that we will understand the difference between the normal paragraph text and the text when we are going to use block quotes. So now we will see a brief demo on block quotes. So I'm going to start with my notepad. Start with the HTML as my root element, followed by the head tag. Title, I'm going to give it as block quote. Then I'm going to close the head tag. Body, followed by the paragraph tag. I'm going to write it as Abraham Lincoln is generally regarded as one of the greatest presidents of the United States. His most famous speech was delivered in Gettysburg. Okay, then I'm going to write this speech began with, and then I'm going to close the paragraph tag. Here comes the important thing, because we are writing his speech began with, so he's obviously going to give a quote, so I'm going to use the block quote. I write 7 years ago, our fathers brought forth on this continent a new nation conceived in liberty. Okay, and then I'm going to close the paragraph tag. There's a spelling mistake, I will just change it. Okay, I'm going to close the paragraph tag, and then I'm going to include one more paragraph which says, now we are engaged in a great civil war, testing whether that nation or any nation so conceived and so dedicated can long endure. So this is the paragraph which I have written, and I'm going to close the double quotes over here, followed by closing of my paragraph tag and the block quote tag. Okay, so this is how I have written. Now let me close the body tag, followed by the HTML tag. Okay, so this is just going to save that file, save it on the desktop, new folder, save it as example22.html. remember you have to save it as all files. Okay, minimize it, new folder to example22.html. So can you see how this appears as a quote? It is not being aligned to the very starting of the line. It looks like a quote. So when we want to use long quotes, when we are writing a web page or designing something, when you want to use quotes, you can use the block quote tag. So this quote, 4 and 7 years ago, it is being treated as a long quotation. Okay, so this is how we are going to make use of the block quote tag. Okay, thank you students.